Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be over the latest episode of Fear the Walking Dead, More Time Than You Know. It's episode 5 of the final season, so we've only got one episode left until they go on their mid-season break, and then we'll get the rest of them probably towards the end of summer or maybe beginning of fall. As a whole, this episode was okay. Previous episode was a lot better because I liked seeing Morgan go back to the beginning, go back to kind of the root of all his problems and where he really just kind of went off the deep end after losing his wife and son. So seeing him go back and kind of face those demons and get over them just to be traumatized all over again, because we saw at the end of the episode, Grace gets bit while saving Mo from a walker that's buried in the rubble of the house that they were in that burnt down. So this whole next episode is all about getting Grace back to Padre when they were just trying to get out of there. Now this is the part of the storyline that's really just kind of getting under my skin, and from what I understand, it's really kind of bothering a lot of people, where we keep trying to get out of Padre but getting sucked right back in, because we had Dwight and Sherry also getting their son out of there and trying to make their way to get away from it all, to start their life and try to be free from being under their thumb, because it reminds them so much of being at the sanctuary. So this episode, it's all about them getting sucked back in, and then we have Stryker, who is also trying to get them to do what she wants to do by her terms and just completely screwing them over in the process, because she says that she will help Grace, but if Morgan does something for her. Now this is kind of the B line or B side of the story, where she needs that shipyard that we saw cleared out that is completely engulfed by walkers. She says there's thousands of walkers in this shipyard, and she says they can't just go in there with semi-autos and just unload, because the container's contents that actually involves munitions, probably food of some sort, building materials, a little bit of everything that they need to continue to have Padre be the way it is, and also help other communities if that's what they're really going to do, or move in and take over, or just build and maintain what they have. Kind of getting into the episode and what it's about and everything, I was okay with, I guess, the story of the episode, but they kind of tried to play Grace as a bigger character than she really was, because yes, she was in and out, and yes, she was Morgan's next love. He was able to come to the terms with the fact that he did love her, he did care about her and everything, and they did have this little family unit with Mo, but they tried to build her up more than she was, because she was a character that was in it and she was out of it, and just, I didn't really care for her, so her death did not really have a big impact. So kind of spoilers right there. She does end up dying in the episode because they are trying to get back to Padre. Stryker steps in, says she'll help, but really she is going to kind of interfere and want to put Grace down, because she knows that it's too late. It's been several hours, I think, at this point that since she was bitten, and they're wanting to get her back to the train car that we've had in previous episodes, where June has done her experimental radiation treatments on bites. It's like what she did with Finch, and we see Finch, and for now he seems like he's okay, but that does change within the episode. We see at the kind of throughout the episode his health is declining, whereas they're trying to get Grace to this train car to do the same thing, and June is not there, but she's going to step Mo through it, because Mo actually kind of went off on her own route or her own mission involving Grace, because Grace has kind of accepted that her time is done, because she did reveal in the previous episode that she's actually dying anyways because of the exposure to all the radiation that she did while she was working the many years prior. And so she actually explained that she got into a hospital, did a full body scan, and just did various tests to confirm that yes, she does have radiation poisoning and she's dying regardless. She's kind of accepted her fate really at this point, and she's wanting to take Mo to this little house, more or less, that she has built. While she was doing errands for Padre, she was actually kind of squirreling away different things in this little house and kind of making it a home for her, Mo, and Morgan in the event that they actually get to be together. But Mo has her own agenda, because she is all about trying to save her adoptive mother and getting her to this train car regardless of the cost. And on the way to the train car, she actually runs into more little child soldiers that are brainwashed by Stryker and her brother Padre, or what has become Padre, and they're ready to stop her, but inevitably they don't. They get to the train car. They try the experimental radiation treatment, and it does unfortunately fail, and Grace dies. It's really unfortunate that they had to kill off this character, but then again, they tried to build it up more than it actually was. I can see where they tried to tug at our heartstrings a little bit, because Mo has yet again lost a parent. She has yet again lost her mother for the second time. She lost her birth mother by an accident, and it was only by some miracle that she was discovered by Morgan and Grace, only to turn around and lose her mother again through a walker bite that was saving her life. So I'm sure she's going to be kind of followed by some guilt or what have you from getting her mother killed, even though it wasn't her that got her mother killed. Her mother made this choice to save Mo's life, but it's just an unfortunate result of her actions and everything. But then again, as I mentioned earlier, Grace was on the verge of dying anyway. She had mere months before she was going to die of this radiation poisoning. It was really kind of a double-edged sword with her life. And so they get past this. Mo knows that she should put her down after she dies, but mere moments later, Grace resurrects and goes after Mo, and Morgan steps in at the last second because he's actually trying to get to her because they got separated and everything. Get to her and takes her out. And it's here that Stryker shows up with her little child army, her little brainwashed minions and everything. And just, I really hate this woman because she just believes in her heart of hearts that she's doing the right thing. But in reality, she is just taking kids from their parents. Maybe they'll live, maybe they'll die, but she takes that choice away. And she's raising these little soldiers to protect her and protect Padre, not really doing it for their own good, because she explained, or we got to see the backstory of why she is the way she is, that she lost her father and it traumatized her, and this is how she's dealing with it. So it's a lot of stuff going on all at once. And so she comes for Morgan and she comes for Mo to fulfill their end of the deal, even though she kind of reneged on their deal, and there's nothing really forcing them to be a part of this, to go clear out this shipyard. But Mo, being in now this new place of being traumatized, and new place of grieving over the loss of her mother yet again, she steps up and says she will do it. Of course, Morgan wants no part of this, and I think we're going to see Morgan lose his shit again, because we get kind of a glimpse where he takes out these two child soldiers. He doesn't kill them, but he kind of incapacitates them, and he starts running after Mo, only to get himself tripped up by Stryker, and now he is locked in the train car where they have the radiation treatment and everything, and they're drawing walkers to that area with flares. So he's going to have to fight his way out of there to get to Mo, to hopefully save her. I don't think they'll kill her. And now we have Morgan kind of in this shitty situation where he has yet again lost the woman he loves, and now his child, his adopted child, is in danger, and she's kind of put herself in this situation. So a lot of things can happen between now and what will be the mid-season finale of the season. On some level, I kind of hope Stryker gets what she fucking deserves, and she gets herself killed, or gets killed by Morgan or somebody. Maybe Mo will do the deed. Maybe Mo will kill her ass. But it's all in all, the episode was okay. I didn't like as much as the last one. I'm hoping the next one kind of gives it more substance or whatever, because this being the last season of Fear, it has not been met with a lot of enthusiasm. A lot of people did not like those first opening episodes. I personally don't like the way that all of our characters have been brainwashed through Padre, with Padre using their loved ones against them and everything else, and just breaking Morgan down to where he believes that he is not capable of doing much of anything. And now we strike him yet again with the death of Grace. So it was an okay episode. I'm hoping the next one's better. I'm hoping they close it on a strong note and kind of giving a little tease, I guess, giving some little things that I have been hearing. The big theory with this final season, and kind of with what people saw of the trailer and everything, there was a lot of speculation that Troy from season 3, Troy Otto, was going to return. And I guess it has been confirmed that he is going to return. There has been some leaks from the set where we actually see one of the casting chairs with Troy Otto's name on it. So in what shape or whatever he's going to come back, I mean, it's been so long since season 3, I can't remember what happened to him. So from everything that I hear and everything that I remember, Troy is supposed to be dead, but apparently he's going to be back, because, I mean, we got the same thing with Madison. They brought her back, even though we never actually saw her die. they kind of use that old rule, they're not gone until they're gone, because anyone that dies for real, we see it. We witness them go down. So, kind of with that said, there's also a lot of talk of maybe they'll kill Madison. If they do that, it was completely pointless to bring her back, so I hope they don't do that. That would be the dumbest thing ever. And with Troy, I would like to see him come back because I do like the actor, Daniel Sharman. I think he's a great actor, and he's been in a few other things that I like. He had a podcast for a very short time that I liked. So I would like to see him come back, but hopefully if they do bring him back, hopefully they explain it properly. They don't have some just miracle that he's suddenly alive or got out of the situation that he was in, because honestly, I don't remember what that was. But anyways, guys, that is my review for the latest episode of Fear the Walking Dead. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave the likes down below. Leave the comments. I want to know what you guys have to think about it. Is this playing out to be a decent season, or have they kind of run it into the ground at this point? So if you like the video, check out my other stuff, and consider subscribing. It's free. I'd really appreciate it. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.